we are following a developing story out of the White House. President Biden is holding stimulus negotiations with a group of GOP senators. Let's get more now on the progress with Alon Moy. Alon.
Well, Brian, President Biden is meeting with those 10 moderate GOP senators right now in the Oval Office. They are backing a $618 billion COVID relief plan that they say is more targeted. Now, President Biden does know some of these members from the time that he served in the Senate, including Susan Collins of Maine, who is leading the group, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, and Rob Portman of Ohio. Now, this group is prioritizing vaccine funding. They are matching the $160 billion that Biden had originally proposed, but their plan reduces the amount of money for schools, jobless benefits, as well as for direct checks. And some Democrats are now warning that there's a real danger in going too small. On the Senate floor today, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer warned that this was the mistake that they made back in 2009 during the financial crisis. And now we are getting some of that tape with President Biden and those senators. Take a look.
Thanks for clarifying.
No. I'm anxious to talk. I feel like I'm back in the Senate, which I like the best of everything I did.
Hey guys.
All right. Thank you, folks.
Hey guys, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Go guys, come on. Let's go.
Mr. President, when do you want to see movement on this COVID package?
Let's go.
So you see there, that was just a little bit of the meeting between President Biden and the senators. They're talking amiably there. You saw Senator Susan Collins sitting there right next to President Biden as they make their push for this smaller relief package. They have signaled that they might be open to some negotiation. Senator Collins had mentioned that they might be willing to go higher in their direct checked amount of $1,000 to come closer to the $1,400 that President Biden had promised if he would be interested in lowering the threshold for eligibility. So those are some of the discussions that are going to be underway during this meeting. But it is clear that Democrats, Brian, are also making the case that they don't want to wait around for Republicans to get on board here. That is why they took the first step of passing or of at least introducing a budget resolution in both the House and the Senate so they can move forward without Republican support. We will see and hear from these senators after the meeting is over. So we'll find out exactly how it went. Brian?
Yeah. Quick follow-up, Alon. Listen, there's got to be a sense of urgency among the Democrats on the bigger package because we're seeing vaccines roll out. We've had 12 days of more than 1 million shots. Cases, thankfully, are rolling over hard. I mean, I think there's a sense of urgency on that side. But here's the thing with the Republicans. If you're trying to sell me your house for $500,000, Alon, and I come in and bid $150,000, you're going to toss me out on my you-know-what. And I feel like $618 billion when the Democrats want triple that. I mean, do your sources believe they can truly find some kind of workable middle ground?
President Biden wants to be seen as at least extending the olive branch. That is why he is hosting these senators at the White House inside the Oval Office. Even before, let's point out, Democratic leadership has been to the White House. Susan Collins said today that Biden has called her 3 times since he was elected, most recently on Sunday, to talk about these COVID relief negotiations. So both sides want to be seen as making a good faith effort here. Whether or not that actually yields any COVID relief package at the end of the day remains to be seen. But that's why we're seeing this sort of dual track happening where there are bipartisan talks, but Democrats are also moving forward with that reconciliation process so they can meet the deadline of March 14th when unemployment benefits start to expire. That is what they are sort of staring down the tunnel at, and that's why they want to move so quickly.
All right, Alon Moy, thank you very much. Guys, let's go around the horn here. And, Tim Seymour, I'll come to you. Does it matter from a market's perspective what number they settle on, as long as they settle on something?
Yes, it does. But I think the concept of getting a deal done is the most important thing. Look at how the markets and certain asset prices have adjusted. So you've had a 2% dollar rally in the last 3 weeks, pretty quiet, right? And you've had a chance to see yields test the that 1% level on the 10-year and bounce, and I think are moving a bit higher. You've had commodity prices and some of the at least the byproducts of where you could see infrastructure spend as part of fiscal really actually trade phenomenally well, especially in the face of a stronger dollar. Look at Brent and crude, near essentially almost one-year highs. You have a move in copper, which has been very supportive. So, look, I think markets expect to see some deal here. That's not the question. The size of the deal certainly could, I think, influence overall. But either way, we're moving that way. And I would be fading this dollar move, and therefore, I think you can be buying commodities, you can be buying these resource trades, you can be buying the banks, because I think they're all going to benefit.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.